Today we got some tabletop shooting to do, and in order to do that, we're going to use a slider because I really like to make movements when I'm doing tabletop stuff. And in order to do push in on the slider, not just to the left or right, we got to build this slider up over top the table and get the stands out of the way. So I'm going to show you some cool tricks that you can use with your Dana Dolly or camera slider or your Kupo grip slider, and show you how you can get tabletop shots. First thing I'm going to do is got 2 combo stands, and that way I can keep stands out of the way, so when I push in on the slider, I won't be running into any stands. And I'll be able to get very close on the slider to the objects that I'm shooting, instead of just pushing in and having to stop this short and put on a different lens, maybe a tighter lens. Something I don't want to do. I want to stick medium, wide-ish lens. So I want to get over top the table and get right into the product that we're shooting. First, my 2 combo stands, and then I got to build a pipe, and then I will be able to undersling my camera and slide into my products. So we'll go step by step. First thing I need to do is I need a couple clamps. So these 2 clamps, they are called Big Bends. It's a grid clamp to a junior spud that allow me to put it right into those combo stands and then clamp down onto my pipe. So we're gonna plop in our Big Bend just right into the combo stand like that, and we're gonna open it up so we can ease our pipe right in there. Open it up and kind of get it in a right position. Got my second Big Bend, and I'm ready to plop that into my second combo stand. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up. Second Big Bend, combo stand, facing the same way, so when I plop my pipe right in there, maybe I'll loosen a little bit of knuckle here, so when I put my pipe right in there, it'll fit right in perfectly, and I can clamp this all down, doing it just as one person would do. Now I'm ready to take my pipe and plop it into my grid clamps. Kind of close it down, because now I can push, see how long my pipe is. I can push my stands out even more, give me more real estate, so they say. And then I'm gonna push out my other stand, give me more real estate, and clamp down on my half clamshell, half cheeseburger, Big Bend, whatever you want to call this. And then I'm going to crank down on my half clamshell, making sure at least it's coming out like so, and everything's straight. And once I'm tightened down like that, I'm ready to keep building on my next components. The next thing I'm going to use is this little contraption called a junior grid clamp. That'll clamp right onto this pipe here. That'll allow me to put my rails of my slider right into this clamp and keep everything out of the way, so I can do a clear push in on the table. The hinge goes to the bottom. Hinge does not go to the top, it goes to the bottom. So when gravity pulls on this, it pulls down instead of doing this, which there's no gravity to pull that down. So your hinge goes on the bottom, and then when you tighten down, you're letting gravity do some of the work. So this is going to take 3 combo stands. You have to have 3 combo stands. If you have just a slider, this isn't going to work without the accessories to do so. The pipe, extra pipe, the grid clamps, and most importantly, the combo stands. I can't do anything without having enough combo stands to do all this kind of work. So I need 3 combo stands, 2 keep the front out of the way, and the 3rd one on the back to hold the other part of the slider. These are my camera slider rails, and it has also a junior pin, junior spud on each end. And in fact, these ends of these rails, they can be junior or baby, but I always use the junior because I like the heavier support. So I always use the junior pieces. And it's simple to just unscrew and take it out of these stands and then plop it into our combo stands and our pipe overhead. So we'll pull this out. Like so. And now we're ready to drop it into our junior grid clamp. And our combo stand. And now you can see we're not quite even, so we'll do that and it just pops right into place like so. Now we also gotta make sure that we are kind of where we wanna be with the whole system. We wanna kind of be centered on this table. So we're gonna move some things around and see where we can go from there. So the next thing I need to do is I need to get my slider in the correct position to be able to undersling. We're gonna put the camera underneath here and slide in that way, not on top, but under. So we need to undersling our slider system. With Kupo grip slider, it's so simple to undersling everything. It just gotta rearrange the wheels a little bit and a few more attachments. First, I need to take off my head, tripod head. All right, now that we're clear, and take off my adapter. This is a Mitchell to bowl mount adapter. This is particularly a 75 because my tripod head is a 75mm bowl. All right, now that we're set, we need to flop it over and take off our wheels. And with Kupo slider, it's real simple. You just pull the pin and the wheels come right off. And next, we have to unscrew these 4 wheel holders here and put them on the opposite side. So there's a hole around every one of them. You just put some kind of tool in that hole and then they just pop. Flop it back over, then screw everything back down in the exact same holes that you had it before. And this whole process, I would say 15-20 minutes. You know, if you're building this on set and you're pressed for time and an AD comes up and asks you and say, oh, how long is it going to take you to build this overhead deal? You know, one person could easily get this done in 20 minutes. If you have 2 people, it'll go a whole lot faster. Somebody could be rearranging the slider while somebody else is building the combo stands and the rails overhead. And it's all just about manpower. But quite simply, you'll see I'll be able to do this quickly. Although it will take me more time because I'm explaining my process to everybody out there. So it takes me a little bit longer to do everything. But generally speaking, you could easily finish this whole rig setup in 20 minutes. Now we're in the underslung position and we're ready to take our slider and put it on top of our rails. Simple. And we're good. And as you can see, we'll put the slider right there. If it starts to roll back or roll forward, then we know we are down on that end. Another way of just leveling, if our slider just sits right there, then you know we're in good shape. Slider's mounted. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to undersling our camera onto this. So that's going to take some extra pieces, and I'm going to show you now why it takes extra pieces, because mostly if we just put the head on there, we'd probably end up hitting the rails. So I want to get the camera much lower than right up against the slider. So in order to do that, we have what we call a Mitchell 6-inch riser. Since I told you my base plate on the slider itself is a Mitchell mount, this is a Mitchell riser. It's gonna help me get down below the rails with my camera and my tripod head. So we'll go ahead and mount this up. Mitchells are great because of the locking system and how tight it locks down onto all your fittings. Most people use this on dollies, but you know, the slider is a dolly, so we use it on that too. Locking pin here. There's a keyway right here. You're gonna put that locking pin right in that keyway and push up. Castle nut here. Take the castle nut and tighten down. This is a dolly wrench, goes right over that castle nut, and the bolts go in those 4 holes right there, and then you can give it a nice tighten down. Now we're secure. The next part is the most difficult part, and that's because we have to take this bowl adapter, again, another keyway. We have to put the bowl adapter, bowl to Mitchell, 75mm bowl to Mitchell adapter, and get it on there. At the same time, we have to get our tripod head on there, our washer, and our tripod head tie down. This could use a couple extra people. As you can see, one person is more than capable of doing this too. So all my cameras have these sliding plates that allow me to slide everything on so simply. I always like this because I could just put it on there and go. Okay, now it's on there and it's locked. So most of the time you can also use your tripod base plate and put it right onto your camera or your camera cage. I'm ready to do my push-in stuff. So I have a good range. I can add more pipe, longer pipes if I want to, if I want a really big push-in. And if I really wanted to get a big spinning kind of movement, I'm able to do that. So this gives me a whole lot of options for me to do and just make some amazing shots with just a few bit of tools that aren't too expensive. Well, I thank you for watching. I hope you watched the whole video. This is just some things that I like to do to share with you guys out there. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe and watch more of my content, because there's all kinds of rig builds out there that I do on this channel. So it'll help you out in your small budget shooting, because a lot of this stuff doesn't cost a whole lot of money. And remember to always go out there and always keep shooting.